Well, it's time to clear out any of those mental cobwebs you might have and start living a healthier life.
Samantha Heller is a familiar face on TV. She's a registered dietitian and has appeared on numerous shows around the country.
And she's here to talk about her book, Get Smart, that's packed with easy-to-follow advice for boosting brain power and total body health.
How interesting.
Isn't that fun? Well, I think when we eat food, we think it might affect our waistline, it might affect our butt.
It doesn't?
Sure.
It might affect our heart health. Yes, actually, it does.
Okay.
But what we don't stop and think about is that what we eat affects our brain health. It affects how well our kids do in school. It affects how well our babies develop when we're pregnant. It affects our risk of cognitive decline and dementia, as well as cardiovascular disease and diabetes. So what you eat has a direct effect on how healthy your brain is, and that's what this book is about. And it's medically peer-reviewed, so you know everything in it is top-notch, accurate, scientifically based. I'm very big on that.
And we know that fats are playing a factor in this.
And fats are playing a factor. 2/3 of your brain is made up of fat.
You mentioned that earlier, and I was shocked.
Isn't that amazing? We think of fat again in our bellies and our butts, but not our heads. So you want to make sure you're eating healthy fat. So I brought some foods that have healthy fat here. This is, and it's not a hummus, it's a white bean dip. The recipe's in the book. It's a can of white beans. It has olive oil in it. That's the healthy fat. It has garlic, it has lemon juice, it has a pinch of salt, it has some rosemary. This is a great snack for adults and kids because it's also high in protein, but you want that healthy fat that comes from the olive oil.
No, it is not a hummus, but is it better than the hummus, or is it just as good?
It's just different. Hummus is really good for you, too. We love beans. Beans are great for brain health. And what we don't think about beans is they're high in fiber, but they're also high in antioxidants and protein. And protein is another thing that's important for your brain. Your brain communicates, sends a lot of instant messages, like 100 million billion every few seconds. It's remarkable. So what you want to do is have that protein that helps send those instant messages in your brain. You want the healthy protein. The beans are the healthy protein.
Just really quickly, you have some of the vegetables, too. Are these also designed to boost your brain power?
That's right. All vegetables are good. I just happened to choose these because they looked good in the store. This is high in beta-carotene and vitamin A. The carrots also, and then whole grains. Whole grains also fuel your brain. So there's a lot of things we need to do for our brains. Put this out for kids when they come home from school. They will eat it.
Rather than the chocolate chip cookies?
Rather than the chocolate chip cookies and the junk. You can also use corn chips here for them. Kids love to dip stuff. But parents like it too. It's good for your head.
This looks like a very healthy lunch. That would really fill you up.
How much fun is this? I'm very surprised. I was just chatting with some of the people here who've never had banana and peanut butter. I put a drizzle of honey, a couple of sprinkles of cinnamon. Cinnamon is great because it adds sweetness without calories. You know, the banana, high in potassium, good for blood pressure. You don't want to have high blood pressure. It will affect those teeny tiny arteries in your brain. Kids have high blood pressure these days. It's very disturbing. So this is a great snack. Again, you're pairing it with protein. You always want every meal and snack to have protein in it because that will get through your day. That manages your energy, which manages how well your brain focuses, and it also helps manage your weight. So there's a lot. It all just comes together.
And you drizzle this with honey, though.
I
just
put
a little bit
of honey. Isn't this a cute little thing?
Yes.
I put a little bit of honey.
That could be breakfast or lunch.
It can be an anytime meal. It could also be a great snack. And any fruit. Now, I used a natural peanut butter that doesn't have the added salt or the added sugar. And I chose crunchy just because I like crunchy.
Well, and the natural peanut butter actually tastes really good. Have you seen
No,
them
I've
at the
never
grocery
tried
store?
it.
They really taste good.
It's kind of a mix it up, don't you, a little bit?
You mix it up. I do it over the sink because it's a little messy. And then you keep it in the fridge. And then it won't separate out again.
You chose whole grain bread?
I chose, of course, whole grain bread. We like those whole grains. You know, when you eat something very sugary in the morning, like a donut, or kids eating those high sugar refined cereals, their blood sugar is going to spike. They're going to get all jazzed and hyper. Then their blood sugar is going to crash. They're going to get cranky, or if you're at work, your head's going to start to loll. You're going to start reaching for another donut or a cup of coffee. A kid's not going to do well in school. So the whole grains help lower the blood sugar carefully, it avoids the spike in blood sugar, and the protein also helps with that too. So you have better behaved kids, you're not falling asleep at work, and you're in a better mood.
That's easy then.
Isn't that easy? So I love this, and actually any fruit is good. Some of the firefighters that are here today, that are getting their heads shaved, they're a little skeptical about the peanut butter and banana, but I'm going to have to test it on them.
Yeah, I think it sounds delicious. Now, are there certain foods you can eat that will help you with memory or your mood?
Absolutely. Carbohydrates, which is what the whole grains are, but also vegetables and fruits. These help boost they boost your mood, but they boost your brain power because the Carbohydrate breaks down into sugar, called glucose in your bloodstream, and that's what your brain uses for fuel. It's like the gasoline in your car. Your brain uses glucose, so you need a constant supply of that glucose bathing your brain all day long to give you mental energy, focus, and memory. So that's one of the reasons skipping meals is such a bad idea, because your brain is just not going to be functioning. It's going to be running on fumes. It's not going to be going the way you want it to be. It won't be as focused. You'll be going, hi, what's your name? You're my son, right? Oh, I forgot. You know, it will just help everything in your mind.
Now, you also brought a parfait? What is that?
I did. I made this, and I made it in a very simple cup. It doesn't have to be elaborate. Kids and adults, we like food that looks pretty. It's non-fat Greek yogurt. It's plain, but you could use vanilla. I layered it with sliced strawberries and some whole grain cereal. There you get your fiber.
Little crunch, too.
Little crunch, and I topped it with some walnuts. Walnuts are high in those healthy omega-3 fats, which are very good for brain function. So they help those neurons connect and chat with each other really well and help keep them healthy. So again, the healthy fats. We have the healthy fat in the peanut butter. It's monounsaturated. The healthy fat in the walnuts. We have the healthy fat in the olive oil. Healthy fats primarily come from plants. Definitely not the animal fat.
So just really quickly, basically it's healthy fats, the good carbs, and always have protein.
And always have protein. And of course, we haven't gotten to exercise, but exercise actually boosts your brain power.
Really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
All right, the name of the book again is Get Smart, Samantha Heller's nutrition prescription for boosting brain power and optimizing total body health.
Samantha, can you stay with us till the end of the show so we could taste some of the brain food?
Absolutely.
We want to boost our brain power.
I feel smarter already, actually. All right, coming up next.